Well, good morning, folks. How are we all this lovely morning? My name is Thomas, as always. This is my little blog as part of Cornbrook Contractors, and this morning we're starting at my little house here. But I'm going to jump into the Land Rover because I'm a little bit late this morning. But we've got a little bit of the day of doing some contracting ahead for the local council, actually. So if I can get out of here without any cars coming. There we go. Excellent stuff. We're going to head back on up to the yard. I think, well, Jamie lives just next door to the yard, so he should be there already and up and around. But it's going to take me only a few minutes. I'm not too far away. It's got a little house down the road, really. But yeah, we will head on over to the yard and we'll get ourselves set up for this morning, really. Like I said, there's a few things we need to do. I know that we had a job come in recently to do a bit of hauling of some timber, and I think, if I'm not mistaken now, I think Jamie's going to look after that one. And I'm just going to potter on. I got the mass seal hooked up last night to a few new bits and pieces, and we'll have a look at those when we get in here. Oh, speak of the devil. There he is. So we will... There's a few new bits of kit knocking around here, and I'll endeavour to show you kind of and run through all of those. One of the bits I don't want to hit because it's right behind me. There it is, but we'll just stop that. Lovely stuff. So behind us here we have a new service trailer. This is recently acquired. In our kind of Cornbrook green, really. We're going to be using this throughout the next few days, weeks, months. To hopefully allow us to kind of service our machines on the run. But yeah, this is my machine. The trusty Massey is hooked up to a mower, two mowers actually. We're going to be doing a bit of verge trimming today, amongst other things. Where's he gone? There he is. And here is the glorious fast track as well. Just a lovely looking machine. Well, good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning to you. How are you?
You know, not too bad today. Not too bad. Bit of a late one last night, finishing off, doing some ploughing, but got that done. Managed to get my trailer kind of organised for today. But yeah, other than that,
Yeah,
not too bad.
I saw. All set up. I've got. Well, I've got all my setup done this morning.
It doesn't look like it took you a great deal of time, I'll be honest.
Not really. I didn't set up last night because I knew all I was going to need just the trailer.
So, if I'm right in thinking you're off to go and haul some wood or timber or something, is that about the gist of it?
Yeah. The council's asked me to go and pick up a pile of wood that somebody nicely chopped down for them and then couldn't cut off. So I'm going to go and use our big beast and pick that up.
Oh, lovely job. Lovely.
What have they got you doing? Grassy stuff by the looks of things.
Yeah, we're gonna be so we got those two new mowers recently, and I guess we'll let both of the two sides of the story know we picked up that contract with the council for verge trimming amongst other things. So yeah, I'm just gonna tackle some verges around here, really. I'm taking the ride-on mower thing just in case there's some, if I need to get in anywhere, the smaller places, we'll unleash that. But for the most part, I think we'll go and have a play with this new verge trimmer and just keep everything kind of controlled a little bit.
Excellent.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Should be good fun. Everything else is looking kind of good. I was over the other day by Hillside. Their grass is coming along a little bit. It shouldn't be too far off until we get a phone call there, I don't think.
Excellent. So a nice bit of silage work in our future. That'd be good.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Anyway, I must get on because I need to go and find my starting point and, well, get everything set up there. But, and you know what these drivers are like around here. They always like to cause a little bit of chaos.
Oh, God, yes. So I'm going to take this down here and hopefully I'll be able to get this wood up to the lumber yard fairly easily. All right, well, I will see you later.
Perfect stuff. Let me know if you need a hand with anything, but I'll be floating around. I might pass you at some point, actually, if I'm on the road, but we'll see.
Yeah, will do. Okay.
Alright then, so we have on the back here, we've got our little walker, landscaping machine really. Kind of nice little ride on lawnmower there. That's got about a 3.5 foot cut on the front. And then we've got a Sigma multi-grind on the back here, which is actually a really interesting piece of kit to try and work. It's got a whole load of different adjustments and mechanisms we can use here, so that could be really worth, very interesting to look at. But I'm just going to get myself set up here, got a few little errands I need to run quickly, and we'll get ourselves out of here in just a second. Okie dokie folks, we'll get ourselves out of here. I just had a little bit of grease to pack away in the toolbox, tidy a few things up in the workshop from last night and shut the door, but we're good. Don't need all those on anymore, get rid of that. Okie dokie then. Let's just slowly pull ourselves away. Last thing I want to do is knock all of these back off again. So most of the machines we've got now, in terms of the kind of the grass care at least here, these two behind us are on like a hire purchase scheme. We bid for the contract. We were very lucky we got the contract and delighted to have got it, but we don't have any equipment to kind of run this, so we had to go and find some pretty quickly. So we took on an affordable hire purchase scheme, and were able to kind of boost our fleet of machines really. And we're going to come in and probably look at most of like these verges along here, stop them becoming too overgrown really, and we'll keep an eye on it really, keep it all trimmed up and looking good, and maybe, all being well, end up in the pub at the end of the day. If that happens, then we know it was a bit of a success. But yeah, for the most part there, we should be able to tackle it all with the big mowers on the back of the tractor. Worst case scenario though, we know we can always come in and hope to come in with the little lawnmower really, with the ride-on mower. We might do that for some of the communal areas around the town. But we're going to park up in classic grain here, and from there we can hitch ourselves on and get ourselves going. I think they know I'm coming here. Oh yeah, hello boss. There he is. So we'll just swing ourselves right out of the way. I think honestly the best place for us to go, so we're not blocking anyone's way, is probably up here. That's where I'm gonna head. Excuse me sir, thank you. So how you all doing folks anyway? Hope you're all very well. Big thank you to everyone who sat along and watched the previous few episodes of Cornbrook. I'm glad it's been received very well. I'm delighted you're all enjoying it, I must say. It's nice to see that people are interested in our little old, well, Jamie and my little old ways really. You know, we get up to a lot. We're trying to grow and expand as a business, and it's wonderful that you all want to kind of watch that happen. So it really, really is. So I will get this all hooked up, and we'll get ourselves out of here. Okie dokie folks, we are set up here, and just to have a quick look through the machine, there's a plethora of different options really and angles. So as you can see here, I have it all set up on the on my joystick, on my spool valves, with additional spool valves there. You can use the spool valves 6, 7 and 8, but I've chosen to program those onto my joystick, just for convenience really. So you can see I have movement of the flail mower, so I've got quite a bit of reach on there if I need it all. In addition to that, I've got pitch, so I can really tackle some banks, get that all kind of catered for, which is fantastic really. So ultimately really able to kind of get into all areas with this, and then it folds up right back behind the tractor. Let's just get that leveled back up. Lovely stuff. So we're going to head on out. I need to make sure I have my flashing lights on, and we'll get some lights on there as well. Perfect, and we'll get ourselves out of here. Okie dokie. So, do you know what? I've come in the wrong way, but never mind. So anyone coming there? It doesn't look like it. We'll sneak out, and we're going to start by just kind of tidying up all these loose ends around the hillside here. Particularly coming out onto the junction, we want to make sure that there's a clear sight of path really, where possible. So we will just take off this junction here, and then we're going to head around up the hill, and we'll turn around up the hill there. That should about do it. as you can see around us now, everything is starting to grow in, coming really nice and thick as well, actually. So spring and winter crops alike are really forging on. There's a lot of rain recently, but now it's also kicked on and got some great growth coming back through, which is fantastic. So it looks like, you know, if this continues, we'll have some silage work to go at, as we were discussing earlier. But also we'll be getting a little bit more spraying work, I should think, which would be great as well. Really will be. We've got a nice old sprayer. It's a good sprayer, but it's an old sprayer, and it'll do us a perfect job. So we'll have to wait and see how that one goes. Oh, get down there. It's got a little bit bumpy. That's better. Road sign. Stop. There we go. What we might do is just, as I bring that in, just get this lady's driveway here. That's lovely. We'll keep our hazard lights on as well, just to keep people happy. And yeah, so this is us. We'll crack on here, and we'll catch up later down the road, quite literally. Well, afternoon, folks. We are slowly sharpening up the area. I think is probably one of the better ways to put it. Gotta be a little bit careful though with this, because you do have to go on the other side of the road, which is never ideal. But what can you do? We're just trying to get ourselves done here as quickly as we can, really, whilst trying our best to take our time, keep it all looking tidy. The trouble is, some of these roads around here don't provide the best vantage points to see out of, and when that's the case, if you're trying to go out here with a big tractor and trailer, I mean, by the time you get some momentum up to get out of here as well, quite often it's a little bit difficult to stop. So if we can make that as easy as possible, then we're all for that safety, really. And it's probably a little unsurprising here that the land around Hillside is not in the best of conditions. I haven't seen or passed Jamie yet, so I'm sure he's around here somewhere. But we'll have to wait and see. We're just going to crack on with this little bit up here. How are we getting on over there, Jamie? Of course, he might not be in his cab to actually answer.
Doing okay, thanks.
Lovely. So I just thought I'd let you know. I know you're going to be doing a bit of road work. I am currently all around Hillside, the entrance to Hillside Farm at least, and you might find me on your side of the road if you come around the corner too quickly. So just a bit of a heads up.
Okay. There's a fair old number of logs here, so I'm doing well. I'm quite a good way through, but yeah, almost got a full trailer full now.
Smashing stuff. Oh, it's getting a bit steep here. Might have to slowly bring ourselves down. Oh, very steep. No fear, no problem for the Massey though. Massey's got this in the bag. Excellent stuff. We're going to continue, and I'll come back to you when it's a little safer for me to do so, I think. Alrighty. We're kind of progressing along here a little bit. Taking a little bit of going, but we're keeping it nice and tidy. For the most part, at least. We're going to go up to where the old schoolhouse is over there. Then I think we will just loop it round and come the other way.
Hey Tom, coming past you.
Oh, there he goes. After you, sir. Nice stacking, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that trailer that is. That fast track looks epic over there.
Still a few left down there, so I'll be back and fill the trailer up once more.
Lovely stuff. Well, I'm just going to tidy or turn around down the far end there, head my way back up to the hillside entrance, and then that's pretty much it for now. It's not looking all that bad, to be honest.
Excellent. It's not got too wild yet.
Not yet. Hopefully we'll just keep on top of it and that'll be grand. So once upon a time there was an old school in here, this red house, and then a tiny school, and they kind of just turned it into a bungalow really. It gives you an idea of just how small the place was. Alright then guys, we're just finishing up this last little strip, and then we'll call it a day with this. Go and take it back up to the grain store and unhook it for the afternoon, I think. See what we have coming up after that. At the moment, we're quite quiet for jobs, so we'll find something, I'm sure. But it's all, at the moment, it's quite nice to have a little bit of downtime, actually. One thing I do know we'll have to do soon is plough this field over that we spread slurry into a few weeks back. That's drying up nicely, and I imagine that's going to go into a winter crop, and we'll want ploughing out very soon. Get down there. There we go. As the fence starts here, we'll just lift that back in. Lovely stuff. Alright then. Well, we're just gonna get back onto the right side of the road, take off our hazards, and we'll zip on up to the grain store. And there you have it, folks. Just like that, we're done. All loaded back up, we'll strap back down, and on our merry little way back to our yard. So we've got a few different bits and pieces lined up. As we mentioned when we first started, we're always looking to expand and expand slowly. So we've been lucky enough to kind of scrape together, gather together bits of equipment here and there that we can. We're slowly building a little bit of a repertoire together. There's a few things we'd like to continue to build and find. For example, we'd love to get a big bale wrapper, something that ideally could do both round and square bales. So we're always on the lookout for one of those. We are doing a lot of round bale silage, square bale hay, and at the moment we can't wrap our own silage bales, so we need to figure that out. In terms of grassland though, everything else is covered. We have a mower, we have a rake, we have a tedder, not particularly big by any stretch, but sufficient size for us to be able to work with. Obviously got a combine and our trailers and the 3 tractors now, so we are always expanding, always looking for new outlets and opportunities. But yeah, we've been able to find a few things that can. The idea is we look for equipment that can speed up our role, speed up our operation, make us more efficient, and I think we've been lucky enough to find that recently. And yeah, we'll have a look when we get back down to the yard there, but it's still with the emphasis of keeping this as a 2-man operation really. Yes, there will be times come the summer where we may need to take on more work, take on a little like an extra tractor driver, so we can have in theory someone on the combine if it's busy enough, and 3 tractors working, but that's some way off yet. But for now, we're just going to take it nice and slowly. This gateway is forever an absolute burden for us. There we go. Turn off that annoying ticking. There we go. Out of the way, dog. But for now, I know that Jamie's going to come back in with his trailer that has to go into there. So we can't block that up too much, but what I can do is just zip this into here nicely. Perfect. And we'll get out, we'll unhook that, and we're good to go. That's another nice, easy job done for the day. No problem at all. What we might just do though is we'll fill this back up with diesel, and we'll find out what's next on the list. Wait for the phone to ring, I suppose. Okay, radio folks, we are just about done here. No sign from Jamie, so he's clearly busy tucking that up there. But we're gonna just go and crack on with a little bit of paperwork, and we'll see how that looks. So get everything lined up there. Wait for the next phone call to come through. I'm sure in the coming days and weeks we're gonna be cracking on with the silage. So worst case scenario this afternoon, I think I'll break out the mowers and see how that goes. Get everything greased up and ready to go. But then till next time, thank you ever so much for watching this latest episode of Cornbrook Contracting. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to check out the other episode on Jamie's vlog, and that is available over on Virtual Farmers Forum as well. So until next time though, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you are new to both families, and keep an eye on what's going on with the Cornbrook Contractors and everything else both those wonderful channels have to offer. But until next time, we will keep plugging away, and we will see you in the next one. So until then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing, and we'll see you around. Catch you later.